Good evening, everybody from Central Florida. It is just after midnight, March 1st. We made it to March 1st. Unfortunately, well, I don't know what's up. It's raining outside. You'll have to forgive me. Blah. All right. Yeah, we're having a good time. Let's see, where do I have my images here? Let's see. I know I got it sitting here. Well, we did have the launch yesterday morning at 10:30, and the Falcon 9 from the Cape. Let me turn myself off. I got I don't I can't hear if I hear myself through the headphones. It's like chewing. You can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Uh, like I was saying, we had the launch Thursday morning. Yeah. It was successful, but we had clouds. You know, and then we have the upcoming uh, launch. Let's see, what is it? It's going to be Saturday night. So what is today? 11. As of yeah, Saturday, March 2nd. I keep on thinking today's Saturday. You have to forgive me. At 11:16 p.m. of the Crew 8, the Dragon launch. They're going to be sending some people up to the space station. What's going to be neat about this launch, if you look at the globe there, the flight path of the Falcon 9 from the Cape is going to go up the eastern coastline. That is a plus for everybody. I have heard of people seeing the Falcon 9 or spotted the Falcon 9 as far north as New Hampshire. I'm going to play a video of the Falcon 9 from, um, oh, now I can't think of it. You have to forgive me. South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. There we go. And I'm going to play that video, and the rocket appeared just as good as it did down here. I mean, you'll ha- when I play the video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And then on Sunday, March 3rd at 7:19 p.m., we have a Starlink. The Starlink is going to, unfortunately, these travel to the southeast. And what I mean by unfortunately, the, the crew rate in the flight path here going northeast, we'll see the landing burn here because the first stage is going to land back at the Cape. So you got the Falcon 9 going and doing its thing and everything. And all of a sudden, over here, you're going to see the first stage. And when it does its re-entry and its landing burn, it's just as spectacular as going up. So with the Crew 8 launch there, it's a win-win. And like I said, if you're on the East Coast, go out about, let's say, 11:10 and look to your southeast, and you're going to see the rocket just as good as I see it here. Zoom across the sky, if not better, because at that time the rocket's going to be like this. See, when we watch the Starlink shots, it would kind of lose a little bit of the plane from the first stage booster, because it's kind of facing at us toward, the back end. Let's see, where do I have a? I don't have a. I thought I had something here. Let's just say this is the rocket going, but when we see the rockets go to the southeast, we're seeing more of the back end, so we don't really see the plume of the first stage exhaust. Only when they travel, like the Crew 8, the rocket is going to lift off, and it's going to be on sideways, so we'll see the plume a lot better. It's a win-win situation. Let me do this here. Let me play that video from Myrtle Beach. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Let's see, where did I put that? Yeah, let's see what we got. Oh my God! This is Myrtle Beach now. It's going to. I would say this is at sunset. No, actually, it's at sunrise because we're looking east.
Right there, right there.
See, right there, right down there in the orange little strip there going across the horizon. Now you can see it a little bit better. Kill myself here. Now we have first and second stage separation right there. You see where, look closely, you see where the first stage right there separated. And you're going to see it kind of arc back towards the Cape, towards the south. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. I gotta get a haircut tomorrow or today. Isn't this awesome? Look at the plume coming out of the second stage there. And, you can see the first stage arcing back towards the Cape. I guess we have first stage cut off there, or second stage cut off, excuse me. That is awesome. He's losing focus. He should have locked in on focus and shut off his automatic focusing, but that's all right. Hey, things do happen. We still see a good image of the rocket there. This is just breathtaking.
What you think, buddy? You like it?
That's something. We're coming to the end right here. Look at that.
No, my mom is.
Boy, that was an awesome launch. I'm going to play the launch on, let's see, what is it? February 25th, a few days ago. That was from the Cape. It was at around just after 5 p.m. and the sun's still up because it doesn't set till like 6:30, so the sky's still pretty bright and everything. So we kind of lose the rocket in the brightness of the sky background there. You'll see what I mean. Let me go ahead and there's a flight path southeast.
Vehicle tanks are pressing for strongback retract.
We gotta wait 4 minutes here. And I also have video of what it is with the launch from my viewpoint. You'll see the Starlink go into a picture-in-a-picture, so they're in sync.
Strongback retract in progress.
Just over 3 minutes before liftoff. Those 4 towers are for lightning suppression.
Stage 1 lock float is complete.
Also, during these launches, these rockets generate a lot of plasma. Plasma also generates lightning. If you've ever seen a volcano eruption and they got clouds and everything, you see these lightning bolts, that's not a storm. That's generated from the volcano because the volcano is generating a lot of plasma at that time during the eruption. A lot of energy being released.
Stage 2 lock float is complete. Ground gas closeouts.
We have T minus 1 minute coming up.
Falcon 9 is in startup. Go for launch.
T-minus 30 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds and counting. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition, liftoff.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Let's see what we got going here. All right. Just want to make sure that
Power and telemetry nominal.
I'm still here. I'm audio-wise.
Vehicle supersonic.
There it is right
Max
there.
Q.
It's going to poke out of the trees there in a minute. What's nice about this gimbal is here, I can lock in on the rocket and it will track the rocket. You'll see in a second here. And
Impact chill has started.
we're tracking. It was a little windy, so that's why it's kind of bouncing around a little bit. That's a pretty good job. Hope I didn't have my mute on when I was sitting there talking and everything. Oh well, if I had to mute on at the beginning of the video, so be it.
Main engine cut off.
Stage separation confirmed.
And you
And
don't
back
see a little
ignition.
puff there in the center there. It's the second stage. And you'll kind of see the first stage kind of make a little T out of it. And then we kind of lose it in the bright sky background there. And then we come back to SpaceX.
Fairing separation confirmed.
And you'll see the little thrusters there kind of bouncing the first stage back and forth to guide it down. And those little pins there. Well, they're not little. Actually, they're pretty big. They're made out of cast titanium, from what I understand. They're the biggest objects ever
Vehicles on nominal trajectory.
cast in titanium. So I'm sure they cost a pretty little penny there. And we're actually, I finally, the fins are at the top of the rocket here. Let me see. I don't have my picture in the picture. They're at the top of the rocket. So the camera's at the top of the booster there, the rocket, facing down. I always thought those fins were down at the bottom of the rocket, but they're at the top of the rocket. Kind of like a little parachute thing.
Stage 1 FTS has safed.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
That's
Stage
the
2
reentry
FTS has
burn there.
safed.
And you can see the speed is decreasing
Stage 1 entry
very
burn shut down.
fast. And when it gets down to around 1200 kilometers, the speed, that's when it's transonic. It's travel. At this point, it's going to be traveling less than the speed of sound, so there's a sonic boom that happens. Now the Crew 9 when the rocket returns to Cape Kennedy, the first stage. They'll hear the sonic boom there, and hopefully we're going to have clear skies. So far, it looks like uh, for that launch, it could be
Stage 1
raining, so
transonic.
it may be scrubbed. Oh, boy, my hair just, he's going to have a field day, and I need to have my eyebrows trimmed. I look like a mess.
Stage 1 landing burn.
I'm going to get me a haircut tomorrow, or today. You know, I need to go to the bank, and so it's transonic right now. We're coming up.
Landing
Here we
leg
come
deploy.
for the landing. And it's dead nut. It's dead nut. How much closer can you be?
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
That is amazing. I like to see how they anchor down the rocket. They never show that, unfortunately. And they can't have anybody there because there's so much gas around,
Impact
poisonous
shutdown.
gas. It's very hazardous.
Nominal orbit insertion.
I consider this the ninth wonder of the world, these launches. And we get a thumbs up. And we're back. I just want to make sure. I think I had myself muted. Let's see, can I hear myself? Oh, there we go. I can hear myself. I need to shut off in the headphones so I can hear all the other audio, but I can't hear myself. It's really hard to speak and hear yourself at the same time. Let's get rid of this graphic here. This graphic, and I've explained it a few times. I was living in Colorado for 20 years or whatever, and a friend of mine asked me to come up and help him set up his C8. We set up a C8. He lives above Boulder, and so we're on this mountain above Boulder, and the clouds just parted, and the sky was just dark. It was just beautiful, and I snapped a snapshot of him with this telescope here. I took the bus to go up to Boulder from Denver, and he shows up in a Tesla, and he says, "I'm going to have the Tesla take us up the mountain, you know, hands free, you know." And sure enough, you know, it drove just as good going up that mountain. uh, it was like being in a roller coaster ride. You you fear the roller coaster ride, but when you get down and it stops and everything, you're going like, we got to do that again. uh, I'm going to see if I can get my other camera, and we'll just kind of see if Chilla wants to go outside. Let me see if I can pipe up my other camera here. it should pipe up. When you're working with Bluetooth, Bluetooth is a little, it wants to switch over, and you got one device, and then the other device wants to grab that Bluetooth, and you lose it. And let me get my. Excuse me. There's my other camera. There. Let's see what we got going here. Yeah, let's get rid of this image. There's the front door there. Just want to check about the audio. I'm going to kill the audio on my. My headphones back on. Hello. Yeah, I'm back here. When you have Bluetooth, and I'm using Bluetooth headphones, different devices want to grab your device when you get close to it. So I'm not gonna mess with this. I'm not gonna mess with this too much. Well, we're coming to a close here. All right, let's bring up my closing video. You all have a good night. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. 66 degrees. We got a little bit of rain. I get me a haircut today. You all have a blissful night and a blissful tomorrow. You may see me again tomorrow.